Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me for 2-page reviews. This is where I review a movie only using 2 pages because I can be long-winded. This one is God's Not Dead Part 1. Josh Whedon, no, not him, but this guy, has an overbearing Professor Radisson. He is known by many as Hercules and the Captain of Andromeda. Radisson dispenses with the bullshit and says, hey, this is philosophy 1 whatever, and if you're here for an easy A or a slacker, get out of here, you're going to do a lot of work. Okay, now that I've weeded out those people, I want unanimous consent that God is dead, so go ahead, write it so we can get to business. Josh says to him, I can't do that, I'm a Christian. And apparently nobody else in the class is a Christian because they just go ahead and hand in the paper. Radisson later says, hey, you have 3 sessions to prove that God's not dead. All right, I'll handle it. But meet Josh's girlfriend, who must not have known he was a Christian before going to college, and that's kind of odd because they've been together 6 years. Or the writers needed her to be a complete idiot who dismisses his faith and is one of the evil people of the world. She says this to him, dude, you're going to commit academic suicide and I have our life planned out, so don't follow it up, dummy. So Josh goes to a church where Pastor Dave, he has a subplot of a bromance with a minor token black character. Back to the video sermon. Josh says, he gets a scriptural reference from Pastor Dave that says, deny me in front of men and I'll deny you to the big man. This is Jesus saying this, by the way. Josh takes up the mantle of those 3 sessions. And all his arguments are very general. Like in the second session, he talks about free will being why evil exists in the world. But what about the victims of free will? Didn't they choose to be victims of evil? Not only that, but Professor Radisson has had to have heard this tired argument before. I'm sure a real philosophy professor would have pointed out how ridiculous that sounds. And in his 3rd session, he says that there is no morality outside of God and gives an example of cheating to pass a test to prove an objective force of morality. However, saying that people are only moral because of God is silly because we have culture, society, and other hierarchies that don't depend on a belief in God to hold their morality. So now to prove that Radisson is an evil atheist, Josh literally yells at him, why do you hate God? Radisson replies, because he took everything from me. So in essence, the movie violates its own reality because Radisson is not an atheist. He is a disappointed and bitter theist. Professor Radisson, on the way to a Newsboys concert to make up with his girlfriend, who he berates at a dinner, he gets fatally hit by a car. We heard that a lot of Christians actually cheered in the theaters when this happened. But white savior comes by and gives the disappointed theist some Jesus before he dies. He accepts, and so moviegoers like Lee Christians cheered even louder, or maybe they booed because they wanted the evil atheist to go to hell. Here are the subplots. Mina, who is the professor's girlfriend, she is somehow only has a problem with Professor Radisson's atheism because, well, video sermon. And then we see the butthole side of him like I cited before. He berates her. He actually dismisses her at a dinner. She's also looking after her mom, who has Alzheimer's and doesn't know that she has chicken every day, but it does make her happy to see the chicken. Spoiler, she does leave Radisson. And also she's the brother of Dean. Her brother is Dean Cain, a self-absorbed idiot who has no empathy for his girlfriend when she reveals that she has cancer. So unbelievers are devoid of feelings. Amy, who is the girlfriend of Dean Cain, is evil because she doesn't like Duck Dynasty and that the fact that they kill animals, so it conflates liberalism with animal rights and thenceforth evil. But they pray to Jesus, and that's the reason why she doesn't like Duck Dynasty. Also, she's got cancer because she's an evil atheist. She also plays Christian music, though she's an atheist, because video sermon. And none of these subplots are really tied up too well. Aisha's a Muslim girl who is secretly Christian and gets tossed out on her can. You can easily write this with a gay son or lesbian daughter, and it would play the same way, except Daddy would be a hero and not the evil villain that the movie's universe needs him to be. So my personal rewrite would be this. Professor Radisson is a fully fleshed out character. He deposes the fictional world of God's Not Dead and actually picks apart Josh's arguments, forcing him to become a better debater and adapt his arguments in a fluid manner so one part of his argument doesn't contradict the other as much as possible. He gives Josh a good grade on this part, saying that he earned it, and that whether someone believes in God or not, they should be able to defend their position with intellectual honesty. But no! That is way too complicated for a pastor writer who buys into the white evangelical persecution complex, who this is in fact made for. And then they end with a Newsboys concert. So this is not a film, it's a video sermon. As a video sermon, of course it's awesome because of what they're trying to do and what audience they are showing this to. As a film, I'd rather watch Prometheus, and then after that, the 1961 Manchurian Candidate, and after that, Holding Trevor, rinse, lather, and repeat for 24 full hours, then watch this film. And then I watched God's Not Dead 2. I know that sequels are usually not better than the first film. This one just took a steaming hot dump over the first one. I'd rather watch the first one than the second one. But I will get to that in my next review. See you soon. And thank you for watching 2-Page Reviews.